here with ACF's Economic Advisor, Simon O'Connor, and our new climate change campaigner, Claire Murrays, and we're talking about power prices. In many parts of Australia, they're going up. So what's going on? Why are power prices rising?
Absolutely, they are going up in nearly all states of Australia, and the major reason for that is because we need to invest to upgrade our poles and wires to account for rising population and for the ever-increasing peak demand during the summer months across most of Australia. So as a result of that, the electricity industry is telling us that about $50 billion is needed to be invested over the next 5 years alone just to keep up with demand.
So that's $50 billion on poles and wires?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it's also worth saying that it's $50 billion on poles and wires, which will be spent irrespective of whether we have a price on pollution, which is not what some of the other organisations out there are telling you.
Okay, and so some people are blaming price rises on schemes to promote clean energy. So what impact will the scheme to increase Australia's renewable energy by 20% by 2020 have on prices?
It's only 80 cents a week per household, which isn't really that much.
If we have a price on pollution, what impact will there be on electricity prices?
What's most important to note is that electricity prices are rising, have been rising and will continue to rise. If we put a price on pollution, they will go up marginally more. What we really need to take into consideration is the measures that we need to put in place, as well as the price on pollution, to reduce the impact on household energy bills. So we can actually put in place really efficient energy efficiency policies which help us to reduce the expenditure from households on electricity. Delaying the price on pollution is actually going to have a bigger cost impact on households than putting a price on pollution right now. So the best thing we can do is immediately put that price on pollution to reduce the impact on all of our bills.
Because it helps businesses to invest in the most efficient and cleanest technology from the start, rather than having to invest in maybe dirtier technology now and cleaner technology later, which just doubles up on the investment. The other thing to note about putting a price on pollution is that if we get in a scheme which makes the polluters pay for the impacts, the environmental impacts of their operations, it's the most efficient way to move us to a clean energy economy, as opposed to having a scheme in which polluters are allowed to not pay. We still have to meet the same emissions reduction targets to assist our environment and our atmosphere, but it moves the cost onto households, which means that households pay more, the polluters pay less, which is counterintuitive, and still costs the economy.
So you're saying that big companies shouldn't be allowed to avoid costs while households are forced to pay?
That's right.
Yeah.